So what's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Book is entitled "Lessons from a Non-Custodial Father" at Amazon Kindle. Create space. Link will be in the description box below as usual. PayPal link there. Also, they asked me to put it up, so I'll put it up. Thanks everybody for supporting. This video though is Shaft movie review. Parental discretion advised on this review, cause the movie was starring Samuel L. motherfucking Jackson, so I'm gonna review it like a motherfucker. Now, I'm not gonna give you no motherfucking spoilers, motherfucker. So first and foremost, hilarious things went on. It was like an action movie, but it's a comedy, right? Went to see it on Father's Day. Kind of play on relationships of father-son relationships because, you know, the three shafts. That's pause. Anyway, those three characters all have issues with each other as far as father-son is concerned. But the funny part about it is all three characters basically know who to call on when things get rough. Each other. Now, part of the synopsis of, you know, dad's a bad boy kind of, mom likes the lifestyle, but it's too dangerous, so she don't want to be around dad no more, but she still kind of like him, still kind of hate him after all these years pass. Dad, you know, Samuel L. motherfucking Jackson is John Shaft, so he's still out in these streets getting it in, but you know, the one that got away is the one that he had the baby with, right? So, but still, he won't make, hey, she better not be with nobody serious. I know that. I don't give a damn how many years ago we broke up. I don't give a damn. That motherfucker better wait, motherfucker. So, that kind of thing. And then there's the dynamic of moms raising sons, and the son is soft as shit, you know, and very overly mannerable to a degree, to the point where just stupid, you know, like, huh? Like, wow, you really haven't really been in these real situations, have you? No, he hasn't. But raised right, you know, except for, you know, mama had to lie and say, so the kid, the young Shaft thought he was abandoned his whole life because I guess that was better to tell him than the truth. So of course he grew up with a complex thinking that dad abandoned him. But, you know, to Samuel L's credit, he was involved in certain ways. He would send gifts. The type of gifts a motherfucker that says motherfucker all the time could send, you know. So that and when y'all see them gifts, y'all go crack up. Like, he was hilarious. You know, a friend of mine, she told me, you better not send your son that. And I'm looking at her. I might have to, yeah. This is fucking hilarious. I'm sorry. It's just, some of them I probably can't do it, but yeah. Anyway, now here's the other thing that's very, you know, important. The young man is learning how to actually get things done in the real world because his mom actually didn't teach him how the real world operates. Kind of sheltered. And he's a kid that, not a kid, but he's a grown man who actually has all of the skills, but is very polite, mannerable, and doesn't incorporate them like that. Now, the interesting thing about this movie is that switch gets turned on where, you know, the girl says she doesn't like, let's just say, overly aggressive type of guys, but then when the soft guy gets acts like his motherfucking daddy, then even the girl who don't like his motherfucking daddy is turned on by the son acting like his motherfucking daddy. I just gotta say motherfucker because it's Samuel motherfucking Jackson. So, which is hilarious because the same things that turned on the mother about Shaft is the same thing, and the same thing reasons why the love interest was turned off by Shaft is the same thing she fell in love with Shaft Jr. Pause. Anyway, now, to me the whole thing has become hilarious because to a degree you dealing with a situation where, of course it's a crime movie and everything. So it's funny. It's not funny per se, but some of the things that go on in it, And by the way, I mean, because it's like a black action movie, we know we can't get away with 97% of things that go on in these other movies. So that was very interesting that, think people are, the switching of cultures, like what works old school, what works new school, and how both kind of play off each other. And it's hilarious because some of the tactics that are old school, the son's like, why? But they were very effective. Some of the tactics that were new school, Shaft was like, what? And then he's like, oh, damn, I ain't got to do no extra work? Oh, okay, fine. Cool, do that. But, the two cultures couldn't necessarily mix well at first. And they had to find a common ground. And I think this is an important thing for the review, really, because it was 3 generations of men finding a common ground. And they all, to a degree, had a grievance with each generation, but they all understood, they all had something to bring to the table to respect each other. And that was important. Even with the criminal element, it was very interesting to see how can I put this? Everybody who was committing these crimes, it was a multicultural criminal enterprise that, needed to be ran to a degree. So everybody was in on it, right? But the reasoning behind it, looking at things like gentrification and businesses and things as fronts, that makes people look at things a little differently, and and not being able to and seeing how other people can do things that we can kind of say they might be able to do, but these are things that we as a people couldn't do. And I'm not even talking about the illegal part of it. I'm talking about the organizational part of it to a degree. You couldn't have a black front, like face. You can have a black mind, but not a black face behind this stuff. I think I said it right. When you see the movie, I think you get what I'm saying. Now, the best part to me, actually, was the fact that there was a lot of tension in, the youngest millennial telephone, the older two, human interaction. So you got virtual technological interaction versus human interaction, and not understanding that at the end of the day we're still people. We got to deal with each other as people. We're not emojis or text messages. Speak your mind, say what's going on. So that's why I really enjoyed it. It was a great Father's Day gift because a friend of mine treated me for Father's Day. So it was a great father's movie because it was basically 3 fathers showing how important fathers was to a degree. even if they had trouble past with each other. So I liked it. Like, share, subscribe. Catch you on the next one. Peace.